video, I turned down my audio settings. 1 second, my mic's being a bitch. Alright, so I've been having a lot of questions on my other YouTube video on how to flip racket bosses. I've had questions like, do I've gotta flip all the wiretap boxes? Do I've gotta do this? Which ones are the racket bosses? And I'm going to show you in this video which ones are racket bosses. Alright, so I have all this place already ready to go, the Frisco Fields. I'm not gonna be using the Frisco Fields for this fucking video. I'm actually gonna use the French Ward, okay? But I need to hit this, okay? So, first question first is, do you gotta hit all the junction boxes? Yes, you do. My other video explained that. You have to hit all of the junction boxes, okay? Now, granted, like, you got two areas, like these two here, okay? I can run around and grab all 16 of these right now, and these are the last two areas I've got to flip all the junction boxes in. There's no more junction boxes anywhere else. So, in all that, we're going to go over here. We're going to go flip this junction box first, because this is the last one, this is the farthest one out, and then I'm going to come back over here and flip all these. I have 68 electronics. I don't need no more. I've got enough that I'm able to flip all 16. I've already counted them out. There's 16 junction boxes between the two areas. That's less than 60. That's like 48 or something like that. But basically, I just woke up. Okay, my allergies are bothering me. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna flip all these junction boxes. This is the first set to the question. Now, the next question is, I've heard the KKK boss. Well, from what I've been hearing on my video with a lot of people that's actually responded to other questions that I wasn't able to answer, was those were informants. So I'm going to show you the difference between informants and junction boxes, informants and racket bosses. Alright, so first off, we're gonna go down here, if I can get this shit done, taken care of. Alright, and don't worry about the police. The police like fucking with everybody as it is. Let's get over here and flip this junction box, and then I'm gonna go over and flip all the other junction boxes for the French Ward. Once I get done doing all the fucking junction boxes for the French Ward and whatnot, okay, I am also 57,000 away from having the 150,000 mark for the trophy for the 150,000 saving. So I can't wait to get that. I'm just gonna park my car right here because this junction box is underneath of me, so I've got to jump down here. Okay, I can grab that if I wanted to. Might as well, right? I mean, it's not gonna do me no fucking good. I've already got more than I fucking need. But it never hurts to be on the safe side of things. So we're gonna flip this junction box. Alright, and then there's like, I think there's like 6 or 7 more that I've got to flip inside of the French Ward. So like I said, it is, you do have to do the flip all junction boxes. Now here's the thing, okay? This is my first time on this playthrough. This is my first time in the French Ward area, okay? So this will be my first time in the French Ward area on this playthrough. I'm gonna go ahead and go hit this one, and then I'm gonna make a big ass fucking circle going up there, and then coming back down and grabbing these last two down here. I just try to do it as fast as I can. Now doing all these junction boxes usually takes about 10 minutes altogether. Usually, unless you get spotted by the cops doing the junction boxes, then it might take a few extra minutes. But no, fuck. God damn it. Alright, well, that wasn't one of my cars, so it don't bother me none. Now if it was one of my cars, it still wouldn't bother me none. It's a YouTube video, fucking it's raining, it's hard to fucking control shit. Oh no.
Need new wheels and tickfall.
Oh no. No. You retaliation bastards can fucking suck one.
Thanks. Watch your ass on the way out.
Alright, well that got taken care of really easy. Alright, retaliation from those guys are done. I'm not completely sure which ones of those guys they are, but I don't need no more bullets right now. I'm pretty sure I've got more retaliations to come, but yes, we're going to the rest of these junction boxes now. And then I'm going to show you the difference between an informant and a racket boss. So we are going to do the full French Ward gameplay, just so everybody can see the differences on the questions that have been asked that cannot be answered properly through text. I try to tell people, you know, if you need questions that you need explained to you, just go right ahead and add me to PSN if you're on the PlayStation 4. A lot of people aren't on the PlayStation 4, some are on PC or Xbox One or whatever. But we're gonna go ahead and flip all these damn junction boxes real quick. Then I'm gonna go activate the all the side objectives after I flip all these junction boxes to get to where I can open up the racket bosses. There's a difference between informants and there's a difference between the racket bosses versus informants and racket bosses and regular bosses. And I'll explain all that when I'm done here. That way I don't get sidetracked.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Daffy did that Siri copying bitch copy me.
What? Hold on. I think my lady talking to me in my ear is talking too slow. She's being a retard. Like always. 1 second, blue screen. I'm gonna check that message real quick. And I'm gonna speed her up just a little bit. She's talking too slow. Comment to speech. Comment to speech. And okay, so we want that. Aha, there we go. Alright, now I want to view the comments here. Siri copying, bitch copy. What exactly do you mean,
All
Portal?
DA rackets.
Alright, 1 second. Blue screen again. I'm gonna check that comment. Matter of fact, I'm probably just gonna pull up the comment board because you're actually talking to me. You're one of the first people to talk to me about this game. Let me go ahead and pull up the message board so I can see what you're saying. Alright, take over all the Yeah, I'm working on that part. I haven't gotten all of them done, but I am on the last 3 sections. I'm actually, right now, because of the way this video is opening up, I had this set for a reason. Okay, a lot of people had asked questions. What do you gotta do to get the racket bosses? Well, the first step first, when you get into an area, is to flip all these junction boxes, okay? I have enough electronics now that I can flip all the junction boxes for each area that are left. I've got the French ward left, and I've got this area right here left. Once those 2 are done, there is no more junction boxes, as you can see, because there's nothing down here. I've already done all this shit down here too. So basically right now it's flipping all these junction boxes. Then a lot of people have asked, okay, so what's the difference between an informant and a racket boss? Because a lot of people don't understand the difference between informants and racket bosses and main bosses. So there's really going to be a full-fledged, you know, explanation in this to get racket bosses on flipping racket bosses, and that's what this video is about. My other video is how to flip racket bosses, and then all of a sudden people got confused, like, what do you got to do? Do you got to flip all the junction boxes? Why can't I flip this one here? Because it's always an instantly kill. Well, it could be that you're not fighting a racket boss. So I'm just going to go ahead and flip the informants on these ones and explain how it's done. Well, I'm not going to flip the informants, flip the racket bosses. But I'm gonna do a complete walkthrough for the French ward so everybody knows how it's done and what they're supposed to do. That way there's really no more questions asked, unless, you know, it's something that they really need help with because they're fucking confused and they don't know how to do it. But I mean, this game's pretty straightforward. There's really not really much of a confusion. The only problem with this game is it does a very shitty job at telling you how to do things, and I actually had to figure out how to flip racket bosses on my own. So I started playing around with electronics and the junction boxes on my very first playthrough. And then I'm like, okay, so what are these for? Because they're doing nothing. I flipped every last one of them on my first playthrough after I had beat the game. And I was still confused. I'm like, okay, so there's no trophy, they're not used for nothing. Then I realized that they was fucking talking.
Where do you think you're going?
And once I realized they started talking, when you flip the junction boxes, that you started hearing voices and shit inside of it. I might have, no, I didn't. Okay. That I realized that there was something. It was something more important than a single trophy from flipping all the junction boxes, or a single trophy from, you know, getting all the electronics. And I looked at my trophy list and I'm like, oh, okay, so now I've got to flip racket bosses. So when I realized that they started talking after you flip the junction boxes, I realized it had something to do with the trophy of flipping the racket bosses. So this was something that I came up with after doing enough research. There was nothing on anywhere on any kind of website about it to really give me enough info to say, hey, this is what you gotta do. I figured it out myself. I mean, and that's what it come down to. So basically, all that being said, it's straightforward, but there is a lot of newer games that do a very, very, very shitty job at explaining things for you. Oh shit. Don't wanna fuck with the cops. Get this shit done because I don't want these fucking cops coming over here fucking with me. Oh my god, he's coming.
Shit's going down. Get me back up.
Yeah, well, you know what? You guys ain't getting me, motherfuckers. Fuck away. You ain't getting me this time, bitches. Hey, why you cops chasing me? You know I'm in a Ferrari? Bitch, hell's a coming. Shit, you're gonna fucking get lost here in a minute figuring out where the hell I went to. Dumbasses.
All units, negative visual on suspect.
And that's what happens when the fucking cops fuck with you in a Ferrari. Yep. That's basically what it was. We will be taking over them junction boxes whether you like it or not, coppers. And I've still got one junction box right there, so right now my priority is going after this one, and then going back to this one when they tell them guys to go away. But there's a lot of questions. I've even been asked. I can't remember what the question was really, to be perfectly honest. It was something like, why can't I flip this racket boss? It's the KKK slave leader, and he's like, all I ever get an option for is to kill it because it's always an insta kill. Well, maybe that's not a racket boss. Maybe you didn't have all your junction boxes flipped. I have been doing a few things here. Okay, seeing as you just got the game yesterday. Okay, the question that you just asked me about. Okay, when you do the certain areas, right? You will have penalties depending on your selection of what racket goes, or what sector of the city goes to who. There is a trophy. There's actually 2 trophies for this. Okay. Now, like this area here, you automatically have to give that to Burke. This area here, you automatically have to give to Vito. This area right here, you automatically have to give to Cassandra. But after that, it's choice selection of your preference. There's two trophies. One is keeping all of your underbosses alive until the final mission, and the other one's keeping only one alive. So I've just kind of been giving everything to Cassandra. The reason that is because Cassandra gives you a tactical shotgun, a silenced weapon, and who knows what else. And I'm not about to pay $40,000 for a fucking weapon when I'm trying to save $150,000 between my wallet and what's in my saved bank. And the reason that is because there's a trophy for that too. There's been a god awful lot of questions though. And then I've also gotten a lot of props. So I mean, if I've gotten a lot of props, it mean I did a good job on explanation. Just maybe some of them guys didn't understand it because they might not have been, you know, very fluent in English or something. I'm not completely sure. So I figured I'd explain it a little more in-depth details so people can understand it from beginning to end. Yeah, true. She did lie to you, but her story unfolds, okay? It, seeing as you got the game yesterday, I can't give you no answers on why she lied, but if you keep Cassandra alive, you will get the full details on why she lied, and they're actually legitimate reasons, because I would do the same thing if it was for me, if I was in her shoes. If you do all her side quests, you have to give her a certain amount of sections of the city. You do all her side quests for her, she'll tell you the whole story of why she did what she did. Now, in the beginning, you know, she wasn't very trustworthy of you because you killed a bunch of her people and Baka at the beginning of the game anyways. So she had to eventually unravel her trust with you to really. Yeah. Well, here's a tip for you. Portal, if you just got the game, if you're gonna do all three alive for your first playthrough, uh, each section. Okay, so give me just a second here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, right? So these three here are automatic guarantees. I would keep all three alive. I would count out the sectors. Okay, so I think there's 9 altogether. There's 9 including the first 3. There's 1 here. This area right here is all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 altogether. If each person has 3 sectors, you'll be able to keep all 3 underbosses alive until the very last mission. Beat the game, you'll get some more trophies and whatnot. It don't matter what ending you go with. There is multiple endings. I do have a video for 2 of the endings, and the other ending is in my Time to Kill Sal Marcano video. But I also have I can say that there is no actual trophy for the endings of the game. It don't matter which one you go with, so. That's a tip for you. Another tip for you, okay, I'll show you the weapon that I'm using here in just a second after I flip this last junction box here. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's right, I can't get in this way. That's alright. But basically, it's the best weapon in the game. No and, if, or buts, questions asked, and it comes from Cassandra's very first loyalty mission. Well, not loyalty mission, but after you give her the very first district for herself, it will give you the very best weapon in the game. No matter, like, it's like no and, if, or buts there, because it's the only weapon of its type for primary weapons. The rest of them that are like this, basically it's a silenced weapon. And the only other one that's like this, they're all pistols. I haven't found anything with shotguns or sniper rifles or anything like that that's like that. Vito does give you a fairly decent sniper rifle, but that's about all he really gives you. He gives you a pistol and a couple pistols and a sniper rifle. Bert gives you an assault rifle. It's a loud, really fast fire rate assault rifle, and some pistols. Other than that, Cassandra actually gives you a tactical shotgun that is practically fully automatic, and a couple submachine guns, one of which is silenced. You know, when I played Mafia 2. I played Mafia 2. Now, this is nothing like Mafia 2. The only reason, you know, I would even bother and make an attempt to keep Vito alive was because Vito was the main character in Mafia 2. But once you get down to realizing, okay, the only one of the 3 underbosses that didn't work for Sal Marcano was Cassandra. Now, as far as how much do I like the game, okay, the first bit of the game, which was grabbing all 3 sectors for the 3 underbosses, so that way they'll work for you, was a a little bit of every fucking
Everything you see.
everywhere.
Let me see what you got.
But after that, the story unfolded, and it really became very, very interesting. I, I do like it. It's not the best, but I do like it. Alright, so this silenced M1N8 right here is, my opinion, the best weapon in the game, because you can practically run around in missions not being seen if you're slick enough to not being seen. Now, if you want to be seen and you want everybody to fucking know where you're at, then go right ahead. Get this weapon right here, the Stromer .223 from Burke. That's the only weapon I can say that would be a substitute for that weapon. The other weapon that I use that I like that comes from Cassandra is this one right here, the Barker 1500 Tactical. This thing right here is like almost a full automatic. It's a semi-automatic shotgun, and oh my god, it does so much damage and it has some ridiculous range.
Our business is done. You know.
There, I have some gameplay footage from my first playthrough where I was using that in one of the missions, and man, it just wrecked shit from like fucking 30, 40 foot away, and it did so much damage. And I played with almost all of the weapons, and those two there are my highly top recommended primary weapons. Alright, now we're gonna go activate these things here. We're gonna go talk to these peoples.
Well, if it isn't,
Carly, assume you're still publishing that rag of yours.
if it bleeds, it leads. And with you out there doing what you're doing,
here's
You have something for
okay.
me?
whores. You want high-end whores in the French
Portal,
Quarter?
I'm gonna
Handsome
explain
Harry
another
Show.
thing to
Blue
you about
Marco's
something that you
handpicked
said.
man.
Probably a safe bet
Repetitive.
that Lou funnels all his VIPs Harry's way.
You like to fuck?
All right.
Harry's the man you want to see. He's got it all covered.
So,
Hookers on
yes,
the corner,
you need
photo
at
shoots,
least
and if you
2
got the money,
playthroughs.
he'll let you live out your sickest fantasies.
If you do
Good
everything
idea to cut
properly,
off the
you
big
need
money first.
2
Hurt
playthroughs.
an asshole like Harry right out of the gate.
I can see the headlines
3
now.
at the minimum,
New Bordeaux's blue bloods
or
caught in
at the
sex
maximum,
scandal.
unless
Or
you
maybe
want to keep going
the
with more
city's
playthroughs.
dark,
That's up to you.
perverted heart.
I'll see what kind of information I
But
can get out of
here's
Harry's
what people
people
don't
about the
understand
operation
about
and
repetitive.
the high rollers.
Repetitive means doing the same shit over and over and over and over and over to get gear. That is repetitive. I can vouch for this because I have played Destiny, I have played Neverwinter, I have played White Knight Chronicles, I have played all kinds of fucking games that are repetitive. This game is far from repetitive, my friend. This game is like,
Pardon me.
if you want to call this fucking game repetitive, then the other games would have been called annoying or something like that. This game is annoying. This game is annoying. The other games are repetitive. Well, you play RPGs like Neverwinter, or you play, games where you gotta run shit over and over to get your character, like item levels, like say like DC Universe, your fucking gear store. You gotta get your item gears and whatnot all leveled up. You gotta get better gear, so you gotta do repetitive shit to get into certain things, and then you gotta do those repetitive shit to get fucking higher levels. Yes, they are still good games. They are really good games, but this game right here, people don't understand when when people are saying repetitive. I really think they don't understand the real term of what repetitive is. RPGs are the most repetitive. You have to do shit over and over and over and over just to get what you need, and then you have to do that shit over and over and over and over just to get to the next step. And then you gotta do that over and over and over just to get to that next step. So, in the long run, this game is not repetitive.
Where's Doc Gaston operate out of?
The only thing that would be repetitive for this is maybe because people keep fucking up and don't know what the fuck they're doing, not backing up their saves or whatever. I don't have a fucking flash drive for my PS4, let alone, so I can't back mine up. I have to do mine without mistakes. I make one fucking mistake, I have to start all over from where I start from. Meaning that, and I've got people that can vouch for this, okay? You put a controller in my hand on a fucking console, I am really fucking good at what I do. I have people that can vouch for that, and that's not my ego, that's not me being cocky, that's just me being straightforward with you. I am very good at what I do. There's a reason I don't use flash drives. I only use flash drives just to keep myself from getting corrupted data, and my flash drive that I have isn't correspondent with the PS4, so that being said, I don't use a flash drive on this game. I've already gotten one corrupted data, I've already gotten one corrupted save point, and I've fixed it all, and it fixed itself in some form of way. Alright, so like all these little green things right here, when you zoom in the map right here, these here are the fuses that you need for those fuse boxes that I did. Alright, now as far as what everybody's mistaking on, okay? These little exclamation marks right here, these are informants. These are not racket bosses, just so everybody knows. These are what you call guys that leak info. These are guys that you need to kill in the long run. There's a trophy for these guys as well. You have to that one playthrough you need to recruit 15 of them. Another playthrough you need to kill 15. So in that form of sense, I'm actually gonna be fucking doing this fucking little section over here to get into the racket bosses. The racket bosses don't actually activate until you clear all this shit here out to do enough property damage to have to go back and talk to one of these two, if not both of them. But like I said, you know, I'm gonna do the full area so that everybody can get a full gist of what's going on here. Alright, let's see here. Where are these guys at? Ooh. Ooh!
Take you with me. Age before beauty. Fuck.
Like, these ones like this, they're not so much, you know, if they're out in the open like this, somebody's gonna find you one way or another. There's really no getting around that. But when you're on the inside of a building, they might spot you, they might alert everyone else up in the fucking building. But basically, yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like the best fucking gun in the fucking game, in my opinion. And it's one of Cassandra's weapons. Oh! Motherfucker. Ah, that little bitch. Here's the only fucking thing I don't like about this game. Okay? I don't mind all the dying, you know, because it's a shooter. You're gonna die. I don't care what difficulty you're on. Okay? Just these motherfuckers hit really fucking hard. These motherfuckers hit really fucking hard. So, in the beginning, okay, in the beginning, this game really is fucking shit. And the reason that is because in the beginning you start with nothing. You start with nothing, you have nothing, there is nothing. Ammo is limited in the beginning. Health kits are limited in the beginning. I think the most you'll get in the beginning all the way up until your character gets to the point where you can start recruiting the other guys.
Some supplies over to the French ward.
Is how to say this? The ammo and the health kits are shit. The game is shit right there in the fucking beginning. Once you start getting to recruit everybody, and you can start getting these health kits, which I didn't have none. That's why I died. I tried going into something that I really probably shouldn't have went into and did it from the street instead of from cover. Made it that much more of a pain in the ass.
Send a new ride to the French ward.
Hey, I'll get her out to you right away.
But
Got a car here for you.
Huh? Appreciate it.
But like, I'm gonna go back to this informant thing right here.
I mean, not really. It's opium shit. I don't know what wrong neighborhood. We spend more money keeping the cops quiet.
But here we go. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and take that money, and then we're gonna interrogate this guy. This guy right here, this is an informant. These little exclamation marks, these guys are
Tell me
informants.
about Doc Gaston's operation.
We got a fucking ton of shit coming in by boat, huh? I'll tell you where.
Rest in peace, asshole.
Son, bitches.
Hey there, where you going? Want a date? Need to get the police over here.
Huh? You in the wrong place. Look here, he's got a gun. We ought to check that out. I know where you went. We got ourselves a guest.
Available unit. Report to an armed Negro male in the French ward. Please investigate.
Alright, come on.
Forget about me.
Quit hiding, you motherfucker.
Shit's turned bad.
Oh, don't take me.
Oh shit. Get out of here. Not happening. Not today.
All yours, boy.
All units in vicinity be advised.
He's over
Suspect
here.
engaging with on-scene units.
Toss the damn grenade. Think fast, bitch. Get me out of here. Grenade, run. Toss the damn grenade. Run. Think fast, bitch. Rush her.
Fucking cops. Go away. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and die. These motherfuckers have the fucking cops up in this bitch too. But either way it goes, I'm gonna go ahead and go back to full screen. My guy that went ahead and went away. I don't know where he went, but things happen. You get enough information that you want, people will leave. Alright, so I'm gonna need to buy some more ammo, because ammo capacity on this game, this is where it can be repetitive. Where that guy said it, like people are talking about it's repetitive. This is where it has a tendency of being repetitive. I don't mind it. I don't like it, but I don't mind it. And that would be the fact that you have to call the fucking gunsmith all the damn time.
Show me what you got.
No, hey, come back here. God damn it.
Keep this safe.
Oh.
On my way. Call me if you need me.
Oh well. Shit happens. Alright, this one here might be on the inside. I don't know. I really don't know. I can't remember. I didn't do all these damn things. I did most of them, not all of them.
Need a supply run in the French ward.
Going at you. Hang tight.
It's the goddamn time.
Alright.
Everything
Show me what you got.
I'm gonna go ahead and freaking refill that. Get those.
I'm heading out.
We'll all get a piece of him. But I'm first.
Alright. The internet connection quality is currently not sufficient to Yeah, you're a fucking lie, you fucking game. That really fucking bugged me right there. There's one thing to this fucking game that annoys the piss out of me, and it takes fucking forever to fucking do the fucking story. That's all it is. The reason that a lot of people probably don't really like this game is this game's too the police. The police are annoying as shit. That's a guarantee for one part. The game, they shoot you. They shoot you and it takes a big ass chunk of your fucking health. And you can't get around it. I really think they need to do a fucking update on this fucking game, but I'd probably be fucking 6 months before they do. It's fucking Sony, for crying out fucking loud. But
Wanna play another hand?
Oh, hell. What time is it?
Time for you to play another hand and let me win my money back.
Alright, those guys are dead. I don't need to go down there. Just shoot that box. Go ahead and take all that money. It's $3,000, my friend. Alright, let's go ahead and go put this back up. Call my car.
Send a new ride to the French ward.
On it, lad. Just getting her warmed up. Here's your car, boss.
Appreciate it.
Alright, so now what I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to shut this down, reload the fucking game, reboot my PlayStation 4, reboot the fucking modem, because they want to fucking tell me my fucking internet quality is too low to fucking do a broadcast. Well, I'm still fucking broadcasting, because fucking PlayStation don't know how to register when somebody's got really good fucking internet. So, yeah. I shall be back here shortly. I will see you next time. Hopefully. And that'll be here in about,
Hope you're doing well.
about 15-20 minutes or so. So until then, I'm just gonna fucking see you guys later. Alright, well, have a nice one. I'll be back here shortly. And until then, don't forget to have fun.